Everybody, my name is Brandon. I wanted to clear up a few things about the drummer in GarageBand. There's a lot out there on YouTube, and all they're really showing you is how to move, these things around, get more fills, add some swing if you want to, change the pattern if you want to, more toms, more percussion, cymbals, loud, soft, complex, simple, change your beat. All right, change your drummer, change the style. Okay, I'm hoping that you already get all that, and because I do, like I said, there's a million tutorials out there just focusing on that. Well, the thing is, with me, it didn't do me any good, really, at all. So, as far as customizing it to your music, what I mean by that is open up a new project. If I go new track and I bring in the drummer, all it does is give me A to this and A to that. It's a verse and it's a chorus. Well, at this rate, what do? I get it, like move this stuff around and everything like that, and it puts a fill here and a fill there and all of this. I understand that, but if I'm going to play along with this and have a song, that doesn't do me any good at all. I mean, I can take this and move it down to 4. I understand that I can copy that and then, put it over here. I can, shorten them, lengthen them. I can loop them. But still, I've got this confusing mosh pot of like, where does my song fit into that? Well, I'll show you. Delete that. And in my opinion, just delete your entire drummer track. So the first thing I like to start with is an arrangement. Okay? That's your composition. That's your intro, verse, chorus, bridge, outro, however you want to build your song. Even if you're not really familiar with that too much, just do this anyways, because every song has an intro, and every song does. So go to track and go to show arrangement track. It opened up this area up top. Hit the plus sign. It gave me 8 bars of an intro. Okay? But I want to make it 4, so I can put it down to 4. Or I can stretch it to 250,000, but I want it there. Hit it again. It gave me 8 bars of a verse. Sounds great to me. Boom, hit it again. Intro? I don't think so. That's when my chorus hits, so click this and hit chorus, or rename it, whatever you want. Rename it clown face. Chorus. Then I'm going to hit it again. I don't really want my bridge for whatever reason. I want another verse. Then hit it again, and I want a chorus, and hit it again, and I'm going to end just with my intro again. Okay? There's the composition of my song. So now at this point, get that finished first. Now open up a new track and then grab the drummer. Look what just happened. It just put drums in every one of those areas. Okay? Pretend that it didn't. And you already had your drummer track put up when you created this. Well, it's as easy as go into the first region or the first bar, hit command, it makes this pencil, see? And just click it in. Click each one in the first ones, and it does the exact same thing. Okay, it's the same beat. Now when you have that, you can audition your song. I'm going to go to my intro, and I'm going to change it to something else, because that's weird. Let's just say we want half pipe. Listen to this intro end and go into the verse. I'm going to turn off the metronome. It's confusing. Now listen to the verse go into the chorus. Hear the rides coming in. They're all different patterns. Now, granted, the verse and the verse are the same, the chorus and chorus are the same. So what I like to do in my songs is, work on this one. Say I like how it is, this verse, okay? But I don't want the second one quite as simple. A, you know, typically a song will do that. It'll kind of build and it'll be something different. So maybe a little more fills, a little more of this, and all this stuff that we already know how to adjust, or change the entire different beat on it, which you probably don't want, but you know, you can. Who cares? You can do whatever you want, and then adjust all these patterns, all the stuff like I said you already know or you should know. But I want to get more in depth than that. At this point, I could record along with this, and I could actually have a pretty decent song. Other than, you know, go into your smart controls and mixing, you know, take your kick down usually, you know, and your snare, and you know, maybe turn hi-hats up and add a little room, you know, things like that. That you want to mix them and make them sound not so drum machine like. But aside from that, being able to just jam along with this and play a song for a demo, perfectly good demo you could do with that. The drums sound pretty real. But say on this verse before the chorus, I want a really big fill at the end. That's not really big enough for me. So what I'm going to do is, obviously, like we know, you adjust this. Say I go to the biggest fill that I possibly want. The problem is when you change this, and I just want to fill here, you can't just get a fill at the end. It's going to put one in the middle for you too. Well, on verses, a lot of times you don't want a fill in the middle. So you listen to it, it's there. Like that was ridiculous, but I want this. Okay, I want that last one, but I don't want this here. Well, unfortunately, you can't change individual hits within here other than manipulating the entire region. It's just the way it's set up. Because it's an audio file, you can't do anything with that. But wait, there's more. I can actually take this, turn your fills all the way up because that's the fill I want. Make a copy of this, okay? You're on this. This is highlighted. Make sure it's just one region highlighted, not this one. Or Command C, okay? Now I want to open up a new software instrument track. I want to put my playhead to the beginning of where this is. You don't really have to. You just move it once it's there. But I'm on this. It's electric piano, though. See how this is SoCal drum kit sound? Well, here it is. Drum kit. There we go. Now it's SoCal. Command V, which is paste. Command paste. So now I've got a MIDI copy of this. But it doesn't really matter to have this whole thing because it still has all of this big fill in the middle. I'm just trying to get this thing at the end. So take this, get that little bracket thing, and shrink it down all the way to there. So now I've just isolated this fill. Whoops. I want to solo that. Just this fill is on this track. Okay? Now go back to this track. Here's an issue with Garageband. If I'm here, when you switch tracks, it automatically highlights the regions, which is a horrible, horrible default setting. The reason it is because when I go to this track to do some work on it, and say I'm zoomed in, you know, say I'm zoomed in right here, and I'm going to work on this. Well, I don't have any idea that it's highlighted all the other ones next to me because I'm zoomed in. So you can make changes on something and affect everything, and that's not good at all. So, like I said, just make sure that one region is highlighted. Okay? Remember how we turned the fills all the way up? Now we're going to turn them all the way down. Get that beat back to what it was doing. There's no fill in the middle. We can't leave this because it'll clip because there's two drums playing the same thing basically. So take this and shrink that down. Now we have the regular beat and the fill in MIDI. Now once it's in MIDI, the very cool thing is you can adjust this. You can add, I want a cymbal there. Listen to this. Okay, that's a very cool feature. So you're not just limited to what you can do within the region. I mean, take it and copy the whole thing. You know, go up here, watch. It's going to highlight everything again, which is terrible. Unhighlight everything, and then that just a whole extra step. Command copy, go down here, put the playhead wherever you feel like, Command V, and then slide that in place with the chorus and delete that chorus. And then use this one, you know, if you want. And one reason why you'd want to do that is say you've tailored this perfectly, except there's a couple kicks that are just not really perfect for you, that match with your strumming or whatever. Well, don't sacrifice your song and change your strumming. Move these kicks, you know, to wherever you want. You know, add them in, or you know, command add them in wherever you want. Add some of this, add anything or move anything, and it, you know, you can do anything in the world. And you're also not limited, because watch, go to your smart controls again, and then, you know, you can still have all these that you know, for your mixing, to take your kick down, turn your toms up, and percussion, you know, all that stuff. You still have those controls. The one thing that you do not have anymore is your edit feature on your drummer. How you can, you know, change the entire deal. But, you know, like I said, you've already figured out that it's close enough, and then you want to put it to here to adjust even further, because this thing can be very limited. It's only going to give you what it thinks it should give you, but MIDI is going to give you whatever you want. So tailor it really close to perfectly, and then change it over to MIDI and do whatever you want with it. So at this point, you could record a song, and it would just have more life to it. You know, one more thing I want to go over is on these fills, listen to the fill at the end. Oh wait, let's go here, because there's no, I didn't do MIDI. Okay, it sounds very drum machiney, okay? Well, see this swing knob? Put it to sixteenths. Then turn the swing all the way up. What happened is it only adjusted 16th notes, okay? If you put it to eighths, it's going to turn this into a blues beat. But listen to 16ths. That's what we had. Now listen to the fill. Right? Instead of what it was before. All right, it's just straight on the 16ths. If you add swing to it, even like half the swing, it helps it just sound a little more real. You know, a drummer is not going to go do 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 like perfect paradiddles when he plays. I guess he can, but generally you can get more realistic fills, especially if there's a lot of snare, like cha 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 cha, right? When you have those hits that you want to have a song that goes that, right? It hits that snare, but it sounds very fake because it's really hitting exactly on that 16th note. Like I said, do some swing to that, and even taking it to MIDI and adjusting the I forget what it's called. The velocity of like every other one, you know, or on the third, but you can make those fills sound extremely realistic. So I hope this helped you guys. It helped me a lot. It really made it a lot easier to have that drummer just kind of work for you, you know, in a simplistic manner. You don't even have to tweak anything, and just make an arrangement, slap your drums in, and seriously, I've recorded some songs like that, and just with a little bit of mixing, hardly done anything with the drums, and it sounds pretty damn good. You know, good enough for a demo, good enough to send in to somebody, good enough to post, put out there. The cool thing is once we have this, all our drums worked out, and it is in these arrangements, what we can do is we can go to a new track. I just want to show how easy it is to, let's see, input one. I want to show how easy it is to record and chop things up once you have this set up this way. So it not only makes it easier to build your beats, it really allows you to cut and paste your song in those areas. So let's do a little bit of guitar over this. I have no idea what I'm gonna play, but let's make it work. I'm gonna bring this. You can slide your tracks wherever you want, and then let's try to do something. Once we got those, what we can do is this. I'll start at the beginning. Put it right in between the intro and the verse and go to Edit, Split Regions at the Playhead. Okay? Go to the next one. Verse, Edit, Split Regions at the Playhead. Chorus, same thing, but this time I want to show you the shortcut. Command T. I don't know why it's a T. And this little overspill here, I'm just going to delete because clearly I just wanted to carry through. Watch this. Take your intro, highlight it. Option, click, drag. There you go. Your verse. Option, click, drag. Your chorus. Option, you highlight it first, okay? Highlight it, option, click, drag. Boom, my song is done. Sorry, I messed up a bunch. I didn't know what I was going to play. Let's hear it come back into the verse, the one I've copied. Here comes the chorus again. See, I made this one too long. I didn't stop it at the 4. Here's the end. So anyway, like I said, once you have all these, it really gives you that. I mean, that was one guitar track. I didn't have to sit there and record it a bunch of times and start over, whatever. And those, the seams are pretty good if you just leave them as they are. I mean, good enough for a demo. Let's hear what happens, the chorus to the verse. It won't be perfect. Well, it's pretty good. Well, yeah, it's pretty damn good. I didn't hear any pops or fades or anything. So, you know, like I said, once you have all these things, once you have this arrangement in, it really makes everything else in your song go extremely easy. And your song should look like this. You know, all your breaks should be in the same area based on what that is. And then, you know, even after that, you can just say you don't like your drummer. You want to change the entire drummer. Anyways, I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching. I just wanted to add real quick. I use an M-Box Pro. Um, this is what I mainly use for my recordings, but you know, it's pretty expensive, and there's another alternative. This little guy, this little Apogee Jam, it's just a single input, a USB output, plugs right into your computer. It's got pretty good gain on it, and for this demo, I just went my electric acoustic just right into it, line in. And you know, it's a real easy way, inexpensive way to get your studio set up. I've recorded full songs with this thing. You're usually only recording one track at a time, anyways. So you know, save yourself a couple $100.